What's up, guy? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got issue with the Honda Odyssey back there. Just got it problem on Saturday when I was driving on the highway. We drove it like an hours, and when I get the car and the service engine light was on, and he's my friend, I told him what was going on with service engine light was on. He said it's come up like a couple weeks. You didn't go check it out? Why? He said no. Okay, and we drove it about to 45 minutes, and time to come back home. When we come back home on 85, and we got and the transmission stuck off, and I hit the gas and no power because the RPM always goes too much and car won't move. I know that because maybe transmission. If we're lucky, maybe the transmission was not broke, because when transmission was broke and it's gonna be given different code, right? So we're gonna go ahead today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and test it with my OBD2 scanner. I got it over here. It is the OBD2 scanner. I just bought it like a couple months ago, and I tested a lot of cars, like maybe 15 or 20 cars. Tested with this OBD2 scanner, and I want you guys to stay tuned and catch up this video, guys. And today we're gonna do a mechanic job, okay? And today we're gonna go ahead and check it out a little bit and read, we're gonna scan the code and see what kind of code and what we need to do on the next step. And we're gonna jump it over to the engine bay right here. We're gonna take it off battery tray and kind of stuff. We have to take it off and check it out, and on the top of the transmission, I don't know, maybe the transmission control module solenoid or something like that. Could be that one. If not, maybe we have to check, because when it happened that time, we just pulled over and opened the hood. It's a lot of smoking, started smoking. I didn't knew that. And when we open the hood and see a lot of transmission fluids come out on the top. If anyone knows about it, please leave me a comment down section below. We're gonna go ahead and scan the code. Make sure to stay tuned. Okay, now we're here inside the car. This car is gonna be 2006 Honda Odyssey. Most of the time when I work on it on the Japanese car, and Japan, or France, American car, or stuff like that. I do it too, but I have no video for that. I got only one of the BMW or for weight chain, and most of the time when a lot of Asian people, they like it. It's not a lot of Asian people, and because most of the time people like to drive a Japanese car. I don't know why, maybe cheaper. I don't know, so just saying, okay? On this car, to read the code, and it's gonna be underneath right here, and you check it out and you plug in your OBD2 scanner and you read the code. That's it, okay? When you read the code, and you don't have to run the engine, okay? You have to turn the ignition on. Do not start the engine, okay? Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn the ignition on, and we're gonna plug in OBD2 scanner down underneath right about here. Code is reading now and beeping, and it's reading. The day that when we was driving on the highway and the transmission was stuck off, and I was like, oh my tail, and okay, just jumping on the floor and open the hood and check it out. I see it's a lot of transmission waves come out. I don't know why. How did it happen? It just happened. I was like, oh my goodness, it is crazy, but it's okay. Now what we're gonna do is, it is asking for a is that Honda Odyssey 2006. We're gonna press yes, okay. The code is gonna be P0305. That means you misfire. That means I did tell you exactly which one it is, because the computer was working right now, and so because the OBD2 scanner is communicated with the PCM, that's why they tell you the code that you have to replace. But make sure when you got the misfire service engine light was on, and make sure to change all of it. Don't you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna save money for that. Don't do that. it's gonna be painful, you know, for the next time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and check that out. It's gonna be P0305 and misfire cylinder number 5. It's gonna be your spark plugs. It turned bad. Okay, the other one is gonna be P0741 right here. Okay, now my camera is working. Okay, P0741 is, come on, TC clutch stuck off. Number 2 is torch converter clutch circuit performance or stuck off. Okay, TC mean, you know, transmission control, clutch stuck off. Okay, this car is not the manual transmission. This car is automatic transmission. So, and it is just like a you know, just like a manual transmission, because when you have the torch converter inside, and when the torch converter clutch circuit performance or stuck off, that means it's gonna be shut off completely. Could be it is not the transmission. You don't have to replace the whole new transmission. Okay, if we have to replace the whole transmission, it's gonna be cost up to $1,000. Okay, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna check it out which one that we have to replace exactly. Okay, and make sure you check all your, you know, transmission oil pressure sensor or all kind of stuff, and make sure, you know, which one is where it was linking, because I saw the transmission was came out on the top. It's not the bottom, because the top is gonna be oil pressure sensor turned bad as well, right? So it's gonna be a lot of problem right here, and you know, so we're gonna go ahead and see which one we have to replace it. Now I know TC clutch stuck off, so torch converter clutch circuit performance or stuck off. So what we need to do, maybe the clutch, we have to replace a new clutch, or maybe something else. We're gonna try and see which one we have to replace it today. Okay, so in the case you got right back. Replacing 2 things is gonna be a little crazy, and the price is over $200 and it's over $400. It's gonna be 2 part, and each part is gonna have different price. Okay, and we're gonna go over for that, and we're gonna replace the new one, because the owner was told me he wanna replace the new one. The owner he's my friend. So what kind of things that we replacing yesterday? So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about it. You guys wanna know as well, right? Okay, here the part that I replacing yesterday is shaped solenoid valve, and you can call transmission control solenoid or whatever. Okay, and the other thing is it's gonna be the one that I replaced. The second one is gonna be the third clutch transmission fluid pressure switch, and that one it costs $288, and the other one is called $420. And we spent the money yesterday about to $700. Yeah, and we just bought it, the air intake hose, spark plugs, and what else? Valve cover gasket, because this car needed to replace a valve cover gasket. So we're gonna do that job, because I have the video already on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna link down description below, and make sure you guys go ahead and check it out, because on this vehicle it's gonna be 2006, and most of the time when I replace, I have one of the valve cover gasket replacement 2006. I'm gonna link that one, because you know I'll work on the 2006 Honda Odyssey today. Oh, one more thing is gonna be VVT solenoid gasket replacements too. Okay, we're gonna go over that, and all the part number, and I'm gonna link description down below, and if you guys have any question, just go ahead and check it out on my description down below, the part number and all kind of stuff that I replacing yesterday. Okay, and just replaced it yesterday. It is because on this car is happened on the, you know, it wasn't happening on the highway when we was driving like 80 miles per hour, and that mean it wasn't crazy, and you know, transmission was stuck off, and the car have no power, and that means I see a lot of people do that. You take it off and you clean it up, put it back on. You know, just trying to make it save a little money, you know. if you don't want to spend a lot of money, take it off your, shaved, shaved your solenoid valve, whatever your transmission control, and take it off and clean it a little bit and put it back on, and maybe work. Who knows, right? So just trying to do it that way, because on this one I can't, because transmission was burned, and I feel like when I smell the transmission fluid, it's kind of like burned inside, and I added new fluid. I know this kind of need to flush it on transmission, but on the menu, maybe we have to flush it, or maybe we have to just change, the fluid. So this one I'll just change the fluid on this Honda Odyssey. So we already changed the fluid, and it is the ATF cap, and it's supposed to have a gasket, right? And the gasket doesn't have a gasket, and when you was driving on the highway and 80 miles per hour, that was super high, and because the engine transmission performance was too fast, and a lot of pressure was come out. And that time, because the cap was so loose, because it have no gaskets on it. If you have gaskets on it, you can tie it very tight. And on the ATF, you can tie down about a 45 foot-pound if you want to tighten it down for me, okay? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out over here very quick. What you need to do is the air intake hose over here, and a couple housing over here, and you got to take it out your battery tray. You might need a 8mm socket, okay? You got to take it off the your air box and the whole housing, and take it off, and you have to take it off the little hose right here, and the through body sensor right here, because on this figure they don't even have a Air Max flow sensor on it, because 2006 is gonna be different generation, okay? Like new generation, they have an Air Max flow sensor on the top right here. You have to remove the Air Max sensor as well. Only just and clip the cable, and it came right off. And take it out your battery tray. The battery tray, one side over here is gonna be 10mm bolt holding with a extra hose, okay? And down the bottom it's gonna be a 12mm socket wrench. You gotta have your deep socket, okay? So on this part of the engine, what we're gonna do is right there on the engine, we're gonna replace a valve cover gasket and the VVT gasket and spark plugs. We already got these spark plug right there. Plugs is right there. So we have to replace the plugs and the valve cover gasket. Pretty much that's it. And right here is the VVT solenoid. The part number is right here. For the air intake hose, part number is going to be located right here, okay? And the other thing is going to be valve cover gasket, part number right here. And for the spark plugs, because I have one of the comment, one of the guy asking for me a spark plugs, where did you go get a spark plugs? You can go find out your local store if you don't have it. And here is the part number. This one, the NGK, the best one that I get it. Okay, this one right here. All right, so already I'm gonna show you guys how to take out the battery tray, and the air box, stuff like that. This one I took a video with my Canon EOS 90D, and for the next video is gonna be my GoPro Hero 8. So stay tuned and catch up this video, guys. Okay, now we're gonna take it off the air box right here. It's gonna be 8mm socket, okay? So the little pipe right here, because I break it already, so what we're gonna do is we don't have to take it off the clamp right here. So just pull this one and it came right off, okay? This one here. Okay. Oh, we got it. Get off. Here we go. Got this one off. I'm gonna take the filter. Right here. This one's kind of hard to take it off because the old one, you know, might have to replace. Now here we go. You got it. Next, the battery right here. We're gonna take it off. It's gonna be this one is 13mm volt. This one's gonna be 10. You replace the new connector. This one 13. Okay. Go. Okay. For this box, it's gonna be a 10mm bolt right here. It's gonna be a 10mm bolt right there and 10mm bolt right there. And for the tray right here, and it's very hard to see it all the way down the bottom on the corner, and you don't have to take it all the way out. Okay, no, because that one is they have the little hook like this, you know, and when you got loose, you just move around. Just move this one around, they came right off very easy. Okay, now I got all the bolt right here is loose, and now when all the bolts came out, and then this bolt is loose as well, but it's still tight for me. This one right here. Sorry for the noise. And underneath I got that loose already too. Okay. Sometimes this one it is very hard to get it off. I don't know why this one won't come off. I'm trying to see one more time. Okay, now here we go. Okay, for the tray, I'll tell you guys. I'll show you the bolt. Okay, this tray is easy. Okay, you just move this one around. See, it came right off because there's two connector right there, and the wire line is hooked up with the little clip. Okay, we got it. Here's the tray that I'm talking about. Okay, they got it too underneath right here. You see that underneath? You just move around and just moving around, and they came right off really easy. That's one of two 10mm bolt right here. That's what I was talking about. And one over here, corner right here. See that? Okay. And that one I replaced the new one. This one I'm talking about for the transmission control. Transmission control. This one is the new one. I replace it. And down the bottom right here too. Okay, it's very hard to see it. And you do this job on this control and this solenoid. What you need to do is for the transmission hole right here, and you have to pull up a little bit because this one hold it on with the 10mm bolt right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and replace this one back because this one is everything was good. The ATF cap right there, I was talking about this one right here. I think maybe somebody did it because the seal and the gasket was dropped it over here. What they're doing is they get this piece, this white piece. Maybe somebody did this car. Maybe they know who put it on. Okay, I just saying. Okay, not really. You see, this one is not a right gasket. The ABS hydraulic pump is gonna be right here. Okay. So you have to take it off. All right, because if you're not taking it out, this one it's very hard to take it off. I forgot to tell you guys. And when you put it back on, it's on the way. So just remove the cable and plug it back in. It's very easy. This one, you press this clip on the top right here, and the orange things right here, press down, and they came right off very easy. Okay, now everything's said and done. The battery in place and the air filter. We're gonna place the air filter right here. And going boom right here. So on this one we're not going to replace it because we're going to replace a vodka gasket right here and PVT solenoid. See the old one right here. Why did I have to replace the new air intake hose? Because got crack over here on the side right here. So and you see go into the thrower body and it's gone. Okay. Hey guys, this is D4 Fix. If you guys have any question, please make sure to leave me a comment down section below, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. If you want to know for the part number, make sure to check it out down description below, and be safe. All right guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.